Hey guys, I am back on Facebook live, and today I was thinking, what does it take to be successful? I mean, to achieve your goals and achieve your dreams. And I was kind of reflecting about my own journey because, I mean, a lot of my work gets listened to by quite a few people. And so I think it gets around 200,000 or so downloads every month. But what does it really take to be able to achieve something like that? Or if you have a goal, maybe your goal is to let go of something, so it could, whether it be anxiety, or maybe you're experiencing something in your relationships, or an addiction, or low self-esteem, or blushing. What does it take to actually let go of that, or to achieve whatever goal or dream that you have? Because sadly, there isn't always a quick fix. I mean, some people think they see someone make a transformation, or they see someone be very successful in the media, in like music, or being an actor, but people don't really see behind the scenes of that person's journey. They don't really see what's happening on their own personal journey of how they got to where they are. Hey Aaron, I hope you're doing great. What does it really take to be able to achieve your goals and dreams? Now, I'm not saying that it takes a bucket load of money. I'm not saying that it has to be hard or a huge struggle. It doesn't have to be that way. But what does it need? And one of the biggest things I notice in myself, I mean, I overcome anxiety, worries, low self-esteem, blushing. I mean, if you met me when I was a child or when I was a teenager, you wouldn't know that that was me because, hey Steph, great to have you all here. And Michael and everyone else, so I'll be looking at the comments very soon. But as I was saying about my own journey, is that I had all these issues, but they didn't go overnight. I mean, I remember when I was about 14 years old, I went to a herbalist and take some pills to be able to let go of my blushing. It didn't work. Now, I'm not saying those things doesn't work, but there was one avenue I tried. Then I was reading lots of books. Then I was practicing hypnosis and NLP and coaching type of things, going on courses and learning as much as possible. And it took time, and more importantly, an investment in yourself. And like I said, it doesn't have to be monetary, but it has to be an investment. It's got to come from you. And as I said, I've spent so much time trying to build lots of free videos and content, and I was thinking, what is the main thing which makes that happen? Well, first of all, you have a value in it. So it's something that you want that you just can't bear not to have. So it's just like this burning desire that you want to achieve a certain goal, a certain dream of yours, and you're prepared to do, and here's a key set of words, you're prepared to do whatever it takes to achieve it. Now, when I started my podcast, no one knew who I was, and the first month I probably had like 10 listeners, and I'm going to guess that I listened to mine about 2 or 3 times, and my parents and my family listened to the rest. So no one was paying attention, but I had this burning desire to do this. I wanted to speak my voice. I wanted to unleash myself. I wanted to be authentic and do what I love most, which is trying to help people. That's been my mission and vision. I mean, it's just what I am, what I actually want. Now, yours doesn't have to be that. I mean, it could be to let go of an issue. It could be to earn $10,000 a month. It could be to have that dream lifestyle, to be an entrepreneur. It could be literally anything. But you have to have that burning desire that this is what you want and you're willing to do whatever it takes. And I think that's where it really comes. Part of the hustle, you've got to like hustle to your goal. That's what I say to myself anyway. Like, I'm just kind of going for whatever it is, whatever goal or dream that I have. So it's one of those key points where you've got to invest in yourself. And by investing yourself, I mean, yes, it could be through money. I mean, that's just a reality. If you pay for a certain service, you want a return on it. So you want either a monetary return, or you actually want a result. So if you want your car fixed, you pay for your car to be fixed, and you return. You hope to have a fixed car. So in my business, I work with individuals or in a group form, and they enroll, they spend time with me, and I work with them in a group level or in a one-to-one level, and they get a return to achieve whatever they want, like to release their limiting beliefs. So sometimes spending money is a good thing because you're expecting a return. But it doesn't have to be just financial. As I said, if you're investing time in yourself, and it's a passion and it's a burning desire, you're going to get a return. The seeds that you sow will actually begin to flourish. And by doing that, even if it takes a month, 6 months, or a year, because to get my podcast views up, it didn't happen in 1 month. It didn't happen in 6 months. It happened over a period of time, but I was consistently producing audio and speaking about certain things in the self-development side without knowing what the outcome was. But I knew what I wanted. I wanted to reach as many people as possible. So you have to really consider that your goal, first of all, you have to take responsibility. You've got to be clear that this is something that you want and you're willing to do whatever it takes. And then you have to invest in either time or maybe money or a combination to achieve a certain goal. It's just the reality of things. If you go to university, you invest in that whole time and energy and that money to get a return. Now, it doesn't always happen, sadly, but if you have that determination, you can make things happen. And I say that from my own experience, and I say that from experience of my clients or the people who listen to my work or those who I interact with. It's a reality that if you're investing time in yourself and you have that burning desire, and let's put it this way, are you investing the same amount of time in yourself than you do when you watch TV? Yeah, I said it. Or even Facebook. Are you investing the equal amount of time or more than you do on Facebook or watching TV or doing things which are not on yourself? Now, if that's the case, then our priorities are slightly wrong, because your highest value and decision should be on yourself. And that means turning off Facebook. Hopefully not in this video right now, because this is, I think, quite important for me anyway. But you've got to turn off the TV sometimes. Are you prepared to give up TV? Are you prepared to spend another hour working on yourself and getting clear? Are you prepared to invest money which you are going to spend on eating out or going to the cinema? Are you prepared to do whatever it takes to achieve your dream or your goal or whatever it may be, to let go of an issue? You have to have, and there's where I'm trying to be as honest as possible to you, because I don't want to make it all fluffy and wonderful, because at the end of the day, you have to invest time and money, sometimes money, but more importantly, time in yourself. Because the internet's a beautiful thing where you can get lots of free material. It might not be like the ideal thing, but if you haven't got money, you immerse yourself in as much information to educate yourself to achieve what it is. Now, not all of it will work. In fact, maybe if you're just going online, 99% might not work, but that 1% could be the biggest shift in your transformation, in your health, your relationship, your career, your finances. And because it's important to your goal, that 1% which did work makes it all work. So it's that shift that we have to do. We have to position ourselves in a place of power, in taking responsibility and the value as to why we want what we want. We have to be able to go, I'm prepared to give up Facebook or reduce it dramatically, or to give up going out and spending money on alcohol or cinema or whatever it is, if it means you can invest that money or that time in something which will give you more happiness than you could possibly imagine. Not everything will work, but the investment that you take will allow you to do that. So Becky says she gave up TV and did invest time and money in 1 year. I've learned to play the guitar. Now that's pretty awesome. So instead of watching TV, investing in a passion, a hobby, or something that you want to do, it does pay off. But at the end of the day, who's responsible for time? Your time. Now, of course, you have maybe children or you have work, but there's always time, even if it means getting up 20 minutes earlier. I remember back in the day that I spent the Christmas holiday period on learning HTML for a website. I mean, thankfully these days there's all these different programs like Squarespace, WordPress, and awesome programs to build websites. But at the time I had to learn code just to get my website up. Now the value was there. Now I'm not saying that I'm trying to impress you there, but more that I was not very good at school, yet I was committed enough to try and fail and break my website X amount of times, be saved by someone else to be able to fix it. But without me putting that information or that time in it, I was learning and I was allowing myself to grow to get my website up there at that point in my life. And this is when I was like 21 years old. I had no clue what to do or how to do it. But I invested in time. I took action on it, and I allowed that burning desire to be something which propelled me forward. And I promise you this, that time and investment is character building. It gives you so much wealth of information and learnings and growth that you apply that in other areas of your life. So you'll get better and better in all that you do by applying yourself, learning and growing. If something doesn't work, guess what? You do something else. You learn and you grow from it. You have this sensory awareness. If it's not working, what else can I do? If you look throughout history, the people who have been successful, many people would have given up at that point. But they didn't. They kept on going. They might not have had all the learnings or resources at the time, but they kept on persisting, taking that action and doing whatever it takes. So my real takeaway from this is take responsibility for your goal, because there's where not harsh, but the reality, no one's going to do this for you. And if you want it enough, you'd want to be able to do it for yourself, because it's going to increase your health, your relationships, your career, your finances, whatever it is. It's going to give you more out of life, more contentment and fulfillment. So when I work with my clients, they invest time and money to work with me to get that return. Now you may be listening to other audios or videos or my work or going to school and university right now. You invest in yourself in time and money to achieve what you want. You do whatever it takes. You learn and grow. You've got to hustle for it to a certain point, because if I didn't, I would not be doing this right now. I remember when I was in insurance, I was earning around £9,000 a year, which would be about $14,000 a month. But I found the time and I saved the money to invest in myself. Now that all paid off by putting that into something which is ourselves. So when we think about it, the fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, the fear is a protection mechanism, but we must think, well, isn't it better to go for my dream, learn and grow, because that will allow me to be the best me possible, rather regretting? So I'm getting a bit tangled up with the leash with little Sebastian over here. Hey, Bassie. So we have to put that time and energy into those things to do what it takes. Even if you haven't got all the resources, even if you don't know what to do, you do something. Key thing is here, taking the time to do whatever it takes. Turn off the TV, turn off certain things, invest in yourself to make it happen. Now, I think I was saying about when I was in insurance, I had to save up. I had to invest in that. And if it wasn't for that investment, which to me has been the most amazing thing in the world, to know that I've got the tools to change, because I still go through stuff, but I'm learning and growing and applying what I teach. And when I work with people, It's the most liberating, empowering thing that we could ever imagine, because you did this. You're the one who truly made the change. You're the one who's going to make this happen. Now, to me, that is just simply mind-blowing. In fact, I remember when I was in England, but I went away for 4 weeks to California to learn to be a trainer in what I do. That was so much money for me, and being away from home for the first time when I was younger and going through this, it was stressful. I'm going to be honest. It was stressful. This is when I had a few issues, a bit about public speaking still. I was fine in general, but public speaking. But it was huge for me. Like, this investment in money and time and going abroad and also going to work on this and to do what I love, it was huge. But at the end of that course, it was the most amazing feeling I've had, because it meant that I did this. And I want that for you ultimately. I want you to be able to achieve your goals and dreams. I want you to get all the recognition and allow that to be an example for others in your life, to help them. I want you to be able to have that gratitude and that passion for life, that absolute you, and having that awesomeness about you. Because whatever you think you are, you're always more than that. You're more worthy than that, you're better than that, and it's about learning and growing and being whatever you want to be, taking the time, taking the investment to get what you want. This life is for you. This life is for you to get what you want and live that authentic, holistic, that loving, that wholeness. And yes, it takes time, but it takes that investment in time to be able to experience the true satisfaction of going for that. Perfect. Oh, hey, Marta. I hope I pronounced that right. I know we've spoken on email a few times. Awesome artist, by the way. You should check out her work. Absolutely great. So I'm just looking at a few of these comments. If you have any questions, which we're going to probably do on each one. I'm running out of time right now, but what I can do is, I said this yesterday, but if you're experiencing anxiety, worries, or doubts, or fears, this Saturday or Sunday, I'm releasing a free video course, and it's all about getting freedom from anxiety. So to do that, you can look at the previous video of mine. I've got the link in there, or you can go to josephclough.info/anxiety sign up. Okay, so josephclough.info /anxiety sign up. It's completely free. I think it's around 2.5 hours long with PDFs and audio, video, and it's going to really help you conquer and let go of so many things. You're going to get a lot of value from that, and I hope you got value from this talk today. Like I said, I'm just trying to be as authentic to you as possible. I don't want you to buy into the illusion that it's not going to work, or I haven't got the time or money. I think there's always things we can cut back on our finances, like stop going out for dinner every night or every few nights, or to cut back on the Facebook and the TV and all those things. Invest time in yourself. We all have time, and we all have time to be able to do that. We just got to find it. So Jill says, I want to be a life coach as I feel I've got so much to give, but don't know where to start. Just getting myself sorted with my anxiety and panic with your help. Well, first of all, Jill, sign up to this new video course. It's completely free. It's, like I said, there's a few links below. I actually teach people to do that. There's lots of great courses as well. First thing is to pick up some books on coaching and so on, and to just, once again, invest time immersing yourself in, first of all, probably coaching videos on YouTube, or great thing is, if you're listening to a lot of my stuff, you should be able to replicate that, but to also go on like a real cool training. Like, I run NLP and hypnosis trainings in England and in America, but I think the first step is to pick up a book, to investigate, take maybe a a small online coaching program just to get the theory. Don't practice, because online programs seriously will not work, because you need live interaction and teaching. I really don't agree with online coaching courses like that when it comes to learning to be a coach or a therapist or hypnotist. So I think that'll be a great chance of first step, really. And if you have any problems, send me an email about that, and myself or Sarah will be able to hopefully give you some more information. But yeah, I think I'm going to stop it now. We're in like 20 minutes and 30 seconds. If you like these videos, just go ahead and like this video so I know that I should be doing them every day or every other day. And once again, in this Saturday or Sunday, sign up for my free video course being released. I cannot wait to get it out. Spend a lot of time into that at josephclough.info/anxiety sign up. Okay? So have the most wonderful day, and myself and Sebastian will speak to you soon. Many thanks and goodbye.